Everybody, welcome to Morel's Man Cave where we keep the party going. Today is beyond a sensitive topic. Men, should you let your lady beat on you? This is a topic that needs to be discussed from both genders, from men and from women. My overall saying, to make this real clear from the video, is no one should put their hands on anybody under zero circumstances. Make this real clear. But I'm going to address both sides of the angle over here. Before we go any further, let's just break it down right fast. I'm going to go straight into it. I want you guys to see exactly what I'm seeing in real time, and then adjust from there because this needs to be talked about way more than it happens. And action.
You think it's all right to hit a woman, let alone a pregnant woman?
If she hit me, yeah.
So if you think that that's all right, why don't you just get out of the relationship? Obviously, you don't need to be with somebody that's going to hit you. Why don't you just leave?
I don't hit her straight up. She hit me first.
It doesn't matter. Why can't you walk away? She's carrying your child.
Because she hit me. I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to sit up and get my butt beat all the time.
Why are you with a woman that's hitting you? Maybe you shouldn't be together.
I love my woman. I love my woman.
Well, if you all are hitting each other.
That's her. I'll hit her back, though.
You think?
Tell me how powerful that video is. You have a man who's getting hit first by a woman. And here's the thing about getting hit first by a woman. I'm not going to say every man, but I would say there's a lot of men who've been hit first by a woman. And I don't think women understand how strong men really are. Because the key word is if this man were to raise his hand or ball his fist and fully clock this woman, she'll never do it again. However, women don't have the threats of violence when they talk to men because they act like men's supposed to be this. When they see the other side of a man, they're like, what's happening going on here? I said it from the beginning of the video. No one should put their hands on the other person. There's no way possible that should be accepted. So in this scenario, the woman put her hands on him first. He retaliates. Now you got Tempest on show in the 1990s is saying, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. But what she didn't even acknowledge was the woman hit the man first. This is the part about domestic violence. That's why this topic is so important. Should the man ever hit a woman? Absolutely not. But what was not being talked about is what happens if a woman hits the man first? What happens if a woman hits the man first? Is he supposed to just take it? Let's just say a woman hits a man 20 times in a row. He supposed to take 20 punches and just start walking away from it, so forth, so on? According to the video, it seems like the man's been getting hit for a long time. And in his case, they have that mutual combat. I don't agree with it, but they have a mutual combat. But according to him, there's three sides of the story. There's his side, there's her side, and there's the truth. With that being said, going up for his story, how many punches or kicks or glass to the head can he take without retaliating? When the cops get called, there's a huge chance the man's going to go to jail, even if he threw zero punches. Ladies, I know some of you guys have brothers, you guys have dads, you guys have uncles, and you have a cousin. That's all men. How many of your male figures in your family have been beat up by women? Is it cool? Does it want to make you want to bump your fist and beat her butt? Or how many of you all had a father, brother, cousin, or uncle that actually retaliated? What are we talking about here? Keep your hands to yourself. So from a man's point of view, so I'm using both sides. In this scenario, the video I just showed you guys, the woman was hitting the man first, according to him. He retaliates by hitting her. And then she hits him back. He hits her. And the women, I understand what you guys are saying, but you should never hit her back. What you're not saying is, why is she hitting him? Pause for a second. Calm down with your emotions. Calm down. Let's flip it. If a man starts ever hitting a woman, one of the first things he's going to say is, what did she do wrong? Who cares what she did wrong? A man should never physically put his hands on a woman. That's the beginning of the story. That's the end of the story. Flip it back again. Now we're going to the woman's side of the house. The woman would be like, girl, he did something, so I had to hit him. What could a man possibly do that makes you want to hit him? Are we having a real conversation, or are we just talking over here? We're just yapping. What are we doing? Domestic violence should never be a case, ever. However, it's one of those things, and we really need to address it from the beginning. I'm going to say this the whole entire video. No man should ever put his hands on a woman. No woman should ever put her hands on a man. But for some reason, women love to hit on men. And I think the main reason that women hit on men is because they don't respect that man. He isn't the man of their dreams. He isn't tall enough. He doesn't make enough money enough. He isn't respectable. He's probably broke. No frame to him. He can't provide and protect. And she feels in her masculine energy. I've said it 10,000 times, men. It's your job to be the best man possible to do what? To keep the woman in her feminine energy. But when she's in fight or flight, she starts beating on your butt. And what I'm saying is, no person should ever use physical violence against the other person. You know what? I'm really into this mode right now. I gotta play that video again because it's so impactful. I really want people to catch the full drift of impactful. Let's do it again.
You think it's all right to hit a woman, let alone a pregnant woman?
If she hit me, yeah.
Is it all right to hit a woman, especially a pregnant woman? And he's saying, I don't agree with it, but she hit me first. Just because you are a woman and you have breasts, you have DNA of a woman, you have butt, more thighs and so forth, so on. Just because you hit a man, every man, I'll say 98% of men will never hit you back, but the 2% will.
So if you think that that's all right, why don't you just get out of the relationship? Obviously, you don't need to be with somebody that's going to hit you. Why don't you just leave?
I don't hit her straight up. She hit me first.
It doesn't matter. Why can't you walk away?
She's not listening to the conversation. The woman is hitting him first. Why is she not attacking the woman?
She's carrying your child.
Because she hit me. I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to sit up and get my butt beat all the time.
Why are you with a woman?
He's saying all the time, which basically means he's been hit on multiple occasions. I'm assuming, I don't know for a fact, that multiple times she's hit on him, he did absolutely nothing. But those 1 or 2 or 10 times out of 20 that he did it, he hits it back.
Woman that's hitting you. Maybe you shouldn't be together.
I love my woman. I love my woman.
Well, if you all are hitting each other,
that's her. I hit her back though.
You think it's...
Gentlemen, my point of this video is domestic violence is 100% wrong. Welcome to Morel's Man Cave, where we keep the party going. And right now, I want to slow the party down a little bit. No man should ever hit a woman. No woman, under no circumstances, should ever hit a man. Well, girl, he cheated on him, so forth, so on, blah, blah, blah. There's no reason to hit on that man. He wrecked my car. That's no reason to hit the man. Now, if he puts some kind of violence on yourself or some kids in self-defense, by all means, I understand it. But just initially, just because you're in your masculine energy, you have to hit a man, it's not cool. Men, it's 100% never cool to put your hands on a woman, even in self-defense. Understand it, I get it. I would still beat her butt, so forth, so on. It's never right. If in the case that the cops have to be called, guess what's going to happen? You're going to jail. There's a case of Bow Wow. Bow Wow was with a woman back in the day, and he got all kind of scratched up, so forth, so on. It's not cool. But guess what he did? Self-defense. He did absolutely nothing. He goes to jail. He got all kind of crazy scars on his face. Like, that's crazy. But guess what, though? She gets to laugh it off and act like it's another day. Like nothing ever happens. I'm just going to show you the pictures right fast. This is hilarious to me because this ain't right at all. Nothing about this is cool. Nothing about this is cool. Here we go. In real time. Back it up right fast. There we go. You guys need to see these things in real time because this is crazy to me. Look at Bow Wow's face. Scratched up. Nothing happens to her. Maybe she went to jail for a day or two. Maybe so forth. On. This man's face is scratched up. When did women putting their hands on men become a cool thing? When did this happen? When did I miss the memo? Domestic violence is never cool. Ever. I have to touch this subject because it needs to be talked about. Men 100% could never put their hands on a woman. I agree. Women, you cannot put your hands on a man. And in the event you put your hands on a man, don't be expecting him. He might not reply, meaning he's going to hit you back. Is it right? Absolutely not. However, no one should put their hands on each other. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a real discussion. Is the woman right for putting her hands on a man? Is the man wrong for putting his hands back on a woman? Flip it. Is a man, for whatever reason, is he authorized to put his hands on a woman? And is a woman authorized to retaliate in that situation? Overall, for me, my overall answer is absolutely not. No one should put their hands on anybody. Put your hands on nobody. But ladies, we got to have the real discussion. There should be no reason you put your hands on a man because you're not even strong enough to defend yourself. Let's think about that part for a second. You're not even, a woman is, let's say she's 5'6", 120 pounds. More than likely, the man she's with, I'm gonna go on the low end. He's 5'6", he's 5'8", he's 160 pounds. She's 120, he's 160. The reason there's boxing classes because they want to keep the people as close to height and weight as possible. Men are physically stronger than women. But for some reason, I don't know why they think that, you know what? I can hit on a man. We got to do better. Like, I really want you guys to comment on this video, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I can't say my normal phrase.